Hey guys, sorry that this blog has been delayed. I've been really busy with the Let's Plays and also building my new website, which I will tell you about in another blog. But let's get straight into DevTest. DevTest, what is it? What's it all about? How does it work? And most importantly, how do you get into it? We'll start with what it is. DevTest is like a closed beta where regular players like you and me get to play with and test new features and also bug fixes before they get released into the public game. So how does it work? Right, new features, after they've been through Maxis's internal QA, which is quality assurance for anybody that doesn't know, new features are put into DevTest. Now, that's usually done as part of an update. Bug reports, now bug reports come in from the forums, from Answers HQ, from Reddit, from Twitter, Facebook, Google. Those come into Maxis, they're given to QA, and QA try to reproduce the problem. Once they have reproduced the problem, they pass that on to either an engineer or a designer who makes a fix. That then goes back to QA who test it out. If everything's cool, that fix is then put into DevTest. That's where we come in. We play around with it, we test it, and we give our feedback. If all's well, then it will become part of the update that goes public. If not, if we've found problems with it, then it goes back to the engineers and designers and they look at it again, goes through QA, goes back to DevTest, and it just keeps going around until everybody's happy with it. Now, we get notified about what's going into DevTest, and we get instructions and information about what Maxis want us to play around with in the DevTest forums. Now, the DevTest forums are just like the Answers HQ forums. That's how they work, but I kind of can't show you too much. Like, what's going on right now? Right now, Update 9 is what's in DevTest, but I can't tell you anything about it because dev testers are under a strict NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, for anybody that doesn't know. So you're just going to have to wait for the official updates on that to hear about Update 9, but I can tell you, there's a lot in Update 9. Okay, the big one. How do you get in? How do you get into DevTest? DevTest is invite only. Okay, so don't send messages to me. Don't send messages to Maxis, asking me to get you in or asking Maxis if you can join. Won't get you anywhere. If you want to get into DevTest, two things. You've got to be active on the EA forums. And the second thing is, you've got to be constructive. Now, being constructive doesn't mean you've got to be a fanboy and just say, wow, everything's great, Maxis is awesome. It just means your comments should be constructive. Like, so when you find a problem, when you find a bug, rather than just posting, this sucks, post a bug report, give them feedback, give them ideas for how things could be better. Basically, it's just about being seen as a useful member of the SimCity player community. If you do that, then maybe one day you'll get that little message that pops up in your inbox inviting you to join the select DevTest community. Hope it happens to you. Now, I hope that was interesting. Hope that was useful. Hope you learned something. I'm going to catch you next time. Peace out.